What is up, everybody? This is your boy, Is Nefarious, and I am here for another edition of your favorite series. Here we go, following the Pittsburgh Steelers of the Premier Madden League. We got the Premier Madden gear on. Let's jump into it and see what we're doing this week. Alright, so here we are in week 18. It is the season finale. We are not going into the playoffs, so we finished the season finale against the Baltimore Ravens, who are going into the playoffs and pretty much have that, have that number one seed in the AFC North wrapped up. They will be going into the playoffs, so they will be playing their backups. So it'll be our starters against their backups. The first message, playing spoiler, we had this message the last 3-4 weeks. So pretty much same thing. We beat the Ravens, we get XP. We get XP for beating the Ravens, so that's always nice. When it comes to our depth chart, we're running pretty much the same roster. We're not changing anything. Let's go into the weekly strategy. We know what we're dealing with the Baltimore Ravens, so we're playing their backup, so it's not the normal team. We're going to defend the inside run, and then the offensive game plan is going to be the same, defend the deep pass. We are going to do half pads and we're going to do all starters. Should we do full pads and all starters? There's really no harm in it. The season's over. Full pads, all starters. Let's see what our boys are about. Full pads, all starters. We ain't worried. We got to throw it short on. Throw it deep. Full pads, all starters. Let's go. So let's see. Before we do, actually, let's see who we want to change here. Dotson. Do we want to change Claypool, Dotson? We want Claypool because we want him to get his ability unlocked. We want Dotson because we want him to develop for us. Is there anybody else though that we want to develop a little bit more? Devin Bush maybe? Do we develop Devin Bush a little bit? Alex Highsmith, not so much. Bradley Roby, Damon Arnett is a good choice. Let's go ahead and go with Devin Bush. Start training. Hopefully everybody's not injured, but then again, it doesn't matter. We won't have any dev games. We won't have anything after this. So we lost some fatigue. Any injuries? Everybody is healthy on the offensive side. Big Ben, no matter what, he could play full padded practice. That man does not get injured. Defensive side is a story in itself. Let's take a look at the defensive side. Everybody comes out. Oh, we lost a backup. It's cool. PCL strain for the backup. It's cool. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about backups over here in Pittsburgh, bro. We ain't worried about them. We got some upgraded players though. Let's take a look at that. Tyson Alu. He's gonna get a run stopper upgrade. He hasn't really been playing. We run, a 3-4. Actually, he has. I'm thinking he's not playing, but he's actually playing one of our ends. So what am I saying? But Alu getting the upgrade there. We're getting a lot of upgrades for full padded practice. I mean, we might have to start doing this a little more often. Jeez. Pass block, run block power, blah blah blah. Presley Harvin. I don't know what he is. I guess he's a power kicker. Kick accuracy. What is 97 kick power, 76 kick accuracy? We got one for Justin Lane. This is somebody we're building, somebody we want to become a starting corner for us. +3 to his man coverage. I like the sound of that. 77 up to 77. He's not the fastest, but he's got good size. And that's what we're really looking for. TJ Watt, do we build him to be a mix of power and speed? Nah, we're just gonna go speed. We're just gonna go all speed. Get that up. All speed. Acceleration, change of direction, finesse, power, tackle, and zone. Oh, +3 to zone coverage. I like it. What's his zone coverage? He's at a 68 in zone, so this man could drop back into zones more often than not. I gotta be okay with putting him back in zone, but he's not very fast. I mean, 83 speed. I mean, there's some linebackers playing in the league playing in zone coverage with that speed, so I can't really hold it against him too much. But let's take a look. There's one storyline I want to touch on before we dive into the game, but Big Ben. So if you remember in the first episode, the goal is 3,000 passing yards. Check. 20 passing TDs or more. Check. positive touchdown and interception ratio or even touchdown and interception ratio. Right now we're -2, which means that if he goes 2-0 with touchdowns and interceptions, we will be even, and he will be our starter next season. He will be our starter game 1 of next season. That being said, if he does not, there's a good indication that if he doesn't retire, he will rot in free agency, forcing him to retire at that point. So that's the story. That's a story or a player to pay attention to this game. Big Ben, can he get that even touchdown to interception ratio? That's going to be the story. When it comes to rushing, we can't get 1,000 yards with Najee. He's a little too far unless we rush for 210 yards in this game, which I don't think we will. That's the only way he gets 1,000 yards. 8 touchdowns as a rookie. He will get his abilities next season. They will unlock automatically. We didn't get the downs played because of injuries. Kalen Ballage, 541 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's also been playing well. Taking a look at the receiving, we have a 1,000-yard receiver in Chase Claypool. Very good season. And we got to pay attention because we can't throw him the ball this whole game because he is getting close to our reception rule. Our reception rule is a receiver can't have more than, I believe it's 29%, 29% of the catches. He's at like 24, 25. We can't overfeed him just to remain safe. When it comes to the TDs, leading the team in TDs. And from the word on the block is he's also somebody that is in the nomination for a top 10 wide receiver in the league. So that's good. He's averaging 18.4 yards a reception, 81 yards a game. I mean, he's performing really well. Taking a look at our offensive line. This was a sore spot for the whole team. As you can see, we had 6 from our left tackle. Well, he's our right tackle. We have 4 from our left tackle. We have 3 from our center, 2 from our left guard, 1 from our right guard. Pretty solid season from Trey Turner. I don't know who filled in. We have a few guys with a bunch of games played. I think that was when Okafor got hurt and a few guys got hurt. But, a lot of sacks. Not a very good offensive line. Something we want to build on. When it comes to Devin Bush having a great season, we expect good things from him. TJ Watt, not really the greatest seasons, but I mean, he has a lot of tackles for loss. That no outsiders is really working well for us. His ability is really checking in with the no outsiders. The strip specialist, not so much. I don't think he's forced many fumbles. Just taking a look for fumble recoveries. No forced fumbles. He had a couple of recoveries. Something we wanted to get involved a little bit more is the fumbles. Wish he could get that a little bit more since he has a strip specialist. But we want to get another X factor on defense, just so when that selfless activates, I gotta see how it activates. All right, so 1 sack with selfless activates, perfect. So that's awesome. Then interceptions. Bradley Roby was a great addition to the defense. Terrell Edmonds has been great while he was healthy. I mean, he's got 5 interceptions and he's played 13 games, so he's missed out on 3 other games. I thought he was out a little longer than that. He has 100 less downs played, has 1 less interception than Bradley Roby, has a sack, has tackles for loss, has a bunch of tackles, good 4 pass deflections. I mean, he's been performing well with some forced fumbles. He's been a silent MVP on the defensive side of the ball. Minka obviously has been great. Damon Arnett has been a good pickup thus far. I think all his interceptions came from playing with us. I mean, he's been a great addition. But without further ado, let's jump into our game against Baltimore and see how we do. Alright, so here we are taking on the Baltimore Ravens in the last game of the season. The horrid and torturous season is almost over, and the Ravens go up 7-0. Just indicative on how the whole season is going. We're down already. And then he's getting to the outside with Todd Gurley. We miss a couple hit sticks, and Gurley is going to take it all the way into the end zone, making it 14-0. Yeah, like I said, indicative on how the season's going. Big Ben's going to drop back. Big Ben's looking to the left. As you know, he can't throw interceptions. There's one right there as Marlon Humphrey picks it off. And then he's got nothing but space in front of him. Is he going to be able to take it all the way to the house on a 99-yard interception return for a TD? Yes, he is. 21-0. Baltimore is up on the Steelers. And then a little play action. He's going to roll to the right with Tyler Huntley, the backup. And he's going to get into the end zone inside the pylon.
to make it 20, actually make it, I think it was 28-0 at that point, or 21-0. But we're finally going to get on the board after a few field goals. Now it's 37-10, and this game's far, well, long gone and pretty much over at this point. He hits a little spin move with Todd Gurley, breaks to the inside, and Todd Gurley's going to have nothing but space going all the way into the end zone, making it 44 to 17 or 10 at that point, and that's pretty much going to be the final score, 51-10. Just indicative on how the season went. We'd even do a post game or a come on F. We just roll through the stats, so we'll just show the stats. Big Ben had 3 interceptions. Steven Montez had 4 himself. Definitely doing a tank job here, it looks like. When it came to rushing, Najee Harris had 67 yards rushing. Definitely should have ran it a lot more. Chase Claypool only had like 1 reception. I mean, it wasn't a great game all in all. Marlon Humphrey had 4 interceptions himself. We had no sacks. And but we got to roll for Najee Harris. We're gonna roll him into power back. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. That's the last game of the season. Hopefully next season brings on better things for us moving forward. But you know, we're happy that the season's finally over and look forward to the draft. And we'll do a whole season review next.